Hey guys, this is Ned with TGN bringing you another fantastic Star Wars The Old Republic beta video. Now, today I'm going to be giving you a splendid tour of the Defender class light corvette, the Jedi Knight ship in the Old Republic. And I'm in the hangar now, my ship is just off to my left. So let's begin the tour. I'm going to be showing you both the inside and outside. Okay, so as we approach the ship, you can see it's pretty damn big. This is actually one of the biggest ships in the game. It's much bigger than the trooper ship, both on the inside and out. And that's really all I have to compare it to, I'm afraid. So we're just looking at the outside right now. You can see here, we have the front of the ship. That little orange glow thing there is the cockpit. We have the landing pad. We have the door for us to go in. Here's the landing gear. And we have the size with the escape pods over there. And of course at the back we have the engines. Now the Defender has quite bulky engines, and it's got these little small ones complementing the big ones, and they look pretty damn sweet. So now you've seen the outside, it's exactly the same on the other side as this side, so let's go take a look at the much more interesting part of the inside of the Defender. I'm sure this is the part you will want to see. Now your personal starship is your home, it's your home base, so naturally it's good to have a nice snug home. I'm going to get the little cutscene of the Defender taking off. I'm just going to let this play, show you guys it. You can see there the engine flaps kind of open up as it goes into the galaxy. And you can turn subtitles on in the preference menu apparently. If the game didn't have subtitles, I think they'd be very, very screwed. Okay, so we have entered the ship, we have entered our Defender. Now, I'm going to be comparing this ship mostly to the Trooper one, because that's the other one I've played, but also the ship is a ship in its own right, and I will be judging it on the base that I've never seen this ship before, even though I have. So I'll just be taking a good look at it from the ship's point of view, saying what I like and don't like. Now, each ship has its own distinct colour scheme, and as you can see in here, the Defenders has quite a lot of yellow and blue soft lights and yellow for different things. Now, so we've come in straight from here. If we move straight ahead and turn left, we have a kind of little storage bay, and you've also got one on the other left. We have the escape pod, which will come into play later in your story, but we can't jettison out at this time, because if we did, we'd be left floating in cold space. If we go straight ahead, we have the cockpit. Now, from the cockpit, we can see the planet directly in front of us, which is SWTOR, the Smuggler's Moon. We have Kira Carson, our companion.
You'll be glad to have me before this is done. I promise.
I'll hold you up to that, and she is just named your companion. On the right here, we have the Republic Fleet Command, and this is where you receive quests for space combat, and you get these quite a lot. Space combat, I really enjoy it. I know a lot of people have kind of had their quips about it because it's on the rails, but I think it's really fun. It's a nice mini game, and I will be showing you some of that later. You have sort of chairs you can sit in. You can sit in the chairs now. You couldn't do that in the previous build. And you have a lot of cool instruments, kind of galaxy maps and stuff like this. I don't know what this is, but it looks cool. And of course, you have the galaxy map. I'll just show you this briefly. Just click it in. There we go. And now from the galaxy map, we can launch our ship to anywhere in the known galaxy. So if we select the Hutt space where we're in now, we've got a couple of planets and also a space mission. Of course, we've got the core worlds. Just a little bit laggy. Perhaps doesn't like this much. So we're going to return to our ship, and I'm going to give you the tour of the rest of the ship. Okay, so let's head out on our grande tour. We're going to go straight up the...
efficiency, Master. All the better to serve you.
And we have C2N2 here. He's the guy that sort of stay behind, looks after your ship. He's not a combat companion. He just says stuff occasionally. We have the main room here where we have the holo terminal. This is where you use to chat while you're on your ship and receive missions. We have some sort of statue meditation thing. Of course, a nice comfy chair. And we have... I don't know what the game is called, but it's one of those boards reminiscent of... what was on the Falcon in New Hope. I'm not sure what that game's called, actually. Okay, so if we go straight ahead, we come into our ship cargo bay. Now, you can store items on your ship, and it's got quite a lot of space. It costs quite a lot to buy additional cargo bays, but there is a lot of space, and yeah, you should be fine with that. It's kind of big area here. And now we're going to move on to the lower decks. The main thing about the Defender is each ship has a different layout. For example, the Trooper's Thunderclap, it feels like a kind of spiral staircase with rooms going off either side and some main rooms. The Defender has 2 main floors, and it kind of feels that you either go down or up, and then everything is just there. So now we're on the lower deck of the Defender. We have a sort of hospital bed here. And over here we have some sort of cargo storage bay with another door. Bear in mind, most of the doors don't work, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. We have pipes. And of course we have the engine room, where we can check out our engines, and of course T7. Practicing marksmanship, he says. Oh, okay. So he's got his blaster, and he's going to be blasting stuff off. But anyway, here are the engines. They're very big, and they're very cool. So that's the Defender, pretty much. The ships aren't massive, but they're nice. I like them. They're a good addition. They're quite small. They feel quite cozy. And that's the ship. I mean, the main thing is, this is the main area of your Defender, where you can go anywhere else. Each ship has a kind of main area. And this one happens to be on the front. And oh, the one last room I forgot is your kind of captain's cabin. It's sort of not sealed off from the rest of the ship, but you have your bed here, your meditation chamber, and you have ornaments. Most of your ship is kind of just there for aesthetics, but it definitely pleases the eye. It's definitely fun. And I will also be showing you guys, my next video will be a space combat mission that I think you haven't seen before.
Your vessel's food processor to reduce the crew's caloric intake. Some of them were growing a bit thick.
Okay, thanks for interrupting me. So what C2 is basically saying is that Kira is eating too much and getting fat, because that's the only organism I have as a companion at this current time. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yes, I'm going to show you a space combat, a nice mission I don't think you will have seen before or seen too much of. And I'm also going to, after that, do the second part of my Power Tech Play series. I was tempted to do it today, but I thought I'd take a more relaxed view. So from me and my very badass looking Sith Marauder, it's goodbye.